These zodiac signs would make the worst serial killers. This post is not to give anyone any ideas. If anything, it should serve as a reminder to some zodiac signs that they truly don't have what it takes to get away with murder, no matter how annoyed they might be with some of their acquaintances. Whether they're just too kind-natured and unable to hurt a fly by nature, or they're just way too clumsy and inattentive to get away with something so methodical. These zodiac signs would never make it if the CIA was on their track. In fact, some of them would not even make it if they were completely innocent. So, in my quest to find out which zodiac signs are actually dangerous and which ones you can give your house key to without much thought, this is the comprehensive list I came up with. Number 1, Libra. Yep, no killing for Libra. While some people can assume or recognize that Libras are sometimes fake and shallow, two great marks of a serial killer, there's no way a Libra would ever want to deal with the social backlash of being convicted of murder. What would all their friends say? Can you imagine the horror? Plus, everyone already knows them, so being stealthy as you're trying to move a body around is pretty much impossible. Their clothes could get stained. They could break a nail. It's just so much work. Yes, I do get the appeal of a good-looking, charming serial killer. They might even make it on national TV and try to get a pardon just by looking pretty after they're caught. But to get to that point, there's also the pesky problem of making some really hard decisions. Who do you kill today? What's your murder weapon of choice? Where do you bury them? So many decisions to make, so little decisional power. They'd be better off at a party either way. Maybe leave this one to a Scorpio. Number 2, Gemini. I don't want this video to be a cliche, but it's most likely going to turn that way, so let's just get this out of the way. Who wants such a talkative serial killer? I mean, sure, the police, but that's kind of defies the purpose. Let's do a little role play. I'm a Gemini, and you're my victim. Did I kill you by mansplaining the stock market to you one too many times? Was my condescending nature what brought you to an untimely death? And what am I to do with you now? Surely everything I read about getting away with murder can't be actually true, otherwise everyone would do it. Or am I cocky enough to think that I can talk my way out of any trouble and actually try to become a serial killer for the main character energy? It just seems so over the top, and I'm already bored of the prospect. Plus, if I kill everyone, who would be left there to actually listen to the 5th time I tell one of my totally interesting stories, starring me? Number 3, Leo. They could do it, but they'll just brag about it in a short time and get caught. The roaring Leo might want to use all that solar energy to teach some people a definitive lesson. Plus, they're pretty bad with controlling themselves, so I do believe they could actually get to the point where they can be considered killers. Serial? Not so much. That would presume them getting away with the first murder as to do the second one, thus completing the requirements for the serial part. And let's be honest, can you imagine the drama surrounding a Leo trying to hide their murder? The extra black funeral clothing, the face veil, the perfect makeup, parking their expensive car in a field somewhere and trying to bury a body with the mannerisms of a really bothered, angsty drag queen? Not only will the police catch up with that pretty fast, but they'll probably make the headlines before they're even in jail. I bet they'd like that though. Number 4, Taurus. This can't come as a surprise for anyone unless their victims can agree to unknowingly come to Taurus's house and stay long enough for Taurus to decide on killing them. That's not happening. Moreover, after the decision has been made, they'd have to wait for the snack break, then cover the house in plastic tarp themselves, dig their own grave, then do the killing on their person by themselves. After that, they can reanimate themselves for a short while, pack their bodies up in plastic, put themselves in the truck and use a remote-controlled car to get to the grave they dug earlier. And think of all the cleaning that's required afterwards. Wouldn't the maid service Taurus uses alert the police after they've seen the bloody mess? Would they be taking a nap when the police arrive? So many questions, so little time. Bonus! Once they're in prison, all the complaining would probably result in their untimely death. However, if they play their cards right, their court hearing can just be them denying every charge for 7 hours until the judge gets bored with arguing with their stubborn selves. Thanks for watching the video. Please like, share, and let us know your thoughts in comments box.